What's cracking? It's your boy Lucky Loco coming at you. Gonna chop it up, talk about the health. Man, been going through some things, been in and out of the hospital the past um few weeks. Getting shots, getting CAT scans, dealing with health and complications of past alcoholism abuse still catches up to you. It's a crazy thing, man. Could have broke down, relapsed, and gave up, but that's not me. I fought too hard to get this far, and plan on sticking around and see if anybody pops in. We got one person popping in, man. Appreciate you tapping in. Uh, yeah, I want to go over a few things, man. The boxer and the Mile High, the Conrad. Man, it's gonna be a good fight, man. This is something I definitely can't wait to tune into. Definitely needs more hype than what it is. People need to get out there. Oh, Chris, what's cracking from AZ? Man, I'm just talking about coming in and out of the hospitals. It was bad, bro. It was really bad. Up till yesterday, yesterday I started getting mobile, started getting around and out and about. It's health complications from alcoholism that I had, just body shutting down from uh, past. It's crazy from past abuse. I'm really glad I quit drinking at the time I did. But yeah, just trying to find out what's going on. See what we could do. I know some complications are irreversible, but just gonna have to go with the punches and see what's going on, man. So, but yeah, just out here and hey, Johnny DeFoya, what's going on? Good morning, you guys. I'm out here having my Celsius. Yeah, I've been going through YouTube, checking it out, man. It's been kind of dry. I see. Only time it doesn't get dry, bro, is when you sit there. Maybe it was a greasy fry. No, bro, I've been staying away from it. I haven't eaten the fried bread in a long time. I've been on like the health trip of just staying away from salt and all this other crazy stuff, more active. And then once it started, I got hit with uh, they believe it was a kidney stone that was there at first, and then after that, that's when it started. They said the healing process, it takes a long time for it because of the abuse I went through, alcohol abuse that I put my body through, my own damn fault. But yeah, they said a few things, but they definitely said weight loss and all this other cool stuff that was already on the agenda. So, but yeah, I've been checking out. It's the only time it's not dry is when Chemoflix, dude. That dude is so cool, man. I love watching that channel. He'll go after anyone and everybody, man. He doesn't even do the cool thing, like I said before, man. Johnny, I appreciate that, man. It was yeah, the CAT scans. They found they thought was cancer spots, and then come to find out it's just the wounds I took in my lungs when I got shot up. So they're like, oh, those are bullet holes. Yeah, I got blown up, man. Got to stay away from the alcohol. Yeah, especially if you're drank as long as I have. People can handle their stuff. That's cool. But me, I just knew something wasn't right and something wasn't going good. So I stopped. Oh, and this month will be 3 years sober and clean from alcohol. But I'm ready. I'm ready to watch the boxer and Mile High fight. Boxer slimmed up. Jeez, and Conrad bulked up, man. And Conrad bulked up. You know, a couple old school homies going at it. One from North Denver and one from San Francisco. Two Northerners gonna go at it. One's from North Denver. One's from like San Francisco, Northern California. It's gonna be, and the one thing is let me give you a little backstory of Conrad. When I was in the Colorado prison, is when I pulled up. when I pulled up to the prison, they're like, "Oh man." He's like, "You're the only one here, bro. You're here all by yourself." He goes, "You just missed this dude Conrad. He was the one that was here holding it down. You know, he was the one that." And I was just like, "Dang." I was like, "All right." So I'm over there by my dang self. It's a good job. I quit August 30th, 2000. Nice. That's what's up, man. That's some good. Yeah, congrats, Johnny. You know, a lot of people take that for granted too because you're dealing with demons every day, all day. And anytime we can relapse, anytime we have an emotional problem. And don't get me wrong, when I was in and out of the hospital, I was like, fuck, I'm having these type of complications. I might as well go back to drinking. Then I was like, how kind of stupid thought is that? You know, what kind of ignorance is that? You know, regardless of health complications and accomplishments, I still got a family. I still got my kids. I still got responsibilities. I still got, you know, I still got people dependent on me. And for me to be that selfish to go back to drink and basically end it, that's just not me, bro. I can't do that. I'm a warrior. I got to get up and fight. No matter how hard I get knocked down, I got to get back up and I got to fight. And I got to fight. I got to fight. So, and what I'm fighting for is my kids, you know. But yeah, dude, it was so Conrad, he's been in the system. He's got an old number. I got a 12 number. Um, Conrad's been in the system for a minute, and I'm glad to see him out. Glad to see all these gentlemen out of the system and not going back. That's the main thing. There's a lot of people that I was locked up with now own tattoo shops, own carpentry businesses, own, you know, everybody got their trade. Everybody basically, hopefully, grew up, you know, and got out the system. And I still got people that got life without that still call. Man, amen to that because that wasn't ignorance; those were demons. I bet, man. You know, there's a lot of, like I said, just fighting the demons inside my head, and addiction. You know, it's a mother trucker, but you know, it is what it is, and you know, I got over it, and today, in a long time, in the past couple weeks, ever since my health problem's been acting up, um, I'm able to get up and go. And I know I'm not supposed to, but you know, chill, don't pay the bills. I barely made rent. It was crazy. All these catering jobs came popping out when I needed it, man, and it got me enough leeway to where I could kick back for like a week and a half, and still had people. Still got people hitting me up for catering. I'm going to be doing a catering job in Tri Cities here on the 19th. I got another. Need to find an auntie to love me, man. I got me an auntie. I got me an auntie. Yeah, she's. Oh, that's another thing too, man. Hey, you know, now that Chris brought it up, my lady's at the Yakima Nation uh jail, and uh she's actually going for a test today to run a mile and a half, um, and do a written test to become a CO. So she's going to become a youth correctional CO, which I think is pretty dope. So fingers crossed that she gets it. I know she's going to get it because, you know, she's great with kids. And the crazy thing is we moved off the res. We moved into um, a suburban area, and being there for like 3 days, I was all pissed. I don't know if you guys seen the video that I had my trailer, not the food trailer, I had the other trailer, man. And she they called the cops on me, and the cops came and were like, "Hey, you need to put your stuff on your property." And then while I was cleaning up okay, so I took it to my uncle's place, brought it back, started cleaning it up because I was getting ready to sell it. And the dude was like, As I was cleaning it out, he was like, "Oh, he brought his trailer back. I'm gonna call the cops on him again." And I started laughing, and he like looked under, like, "Oh shit, he's in there." And then that really irked me. Dude has like a big old Trump sign, and he's from Idaho, bro. So whatever flies over there, don't fly over here in Washington State. That's when the real fried bag goes. Man, so yeah, fingers crossed my lady becomes a CO. She's and there's a thing like I have a friend, his name's Travis, and he works over there too, and he tells me that a lot there's like some type of class they got to go through, and once they get licensed, a lot of people quit their jobs and go into the Yakima. Instead of the Yakima Nation Police, they go over there and they become the Yakima sheriffs or whatever. So my lady's set on becoming a correctional officer over there. She's set on going over to after getting her license through the Yakima Nation, she wants to go over to the Yakima City, from Yakima Nation to Yakima City correctional officer. So I thought that was pretty cool. Um, Maybe watching these YouTube videos with me. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, there's a women's halfway house. I think there is over there in Yakima that they're hiring for. That's good though. At least she has a plan. Yeah, she's been on it, bro. Like um, and that's some man. What they're starting over here at the Yakima Nation is pretty good fucking cheese, bro. I was like, damn, dude, I'm working my ass off, literally working myself to death to make what you're making. And you know, I'm not saying that a correctional job officer's job's easy, but it's like babysitting. You know what I mean? put them put them tear gas when I'm acting up. Start tear gas her. But yeah, man. Uh, just getting back into the swing of things. I'm over here about to load up the food truck and get things going, man. And I got an interview tomorrow for a forklift driver. Man, it's an hour and a half away, bro. Hour and a half away drive, and that's gonna suck, especially with the winter coming up and stuff, man. I told my lady I'm gonna buy a camper and throw it on the back of this right here, man. Oh shit, Randy J, what's up? What's cracking? We got all kinds of people tapped in, man. I appreciate you guys tapping in so early in the morning, man. So, I've been watching a few channels, watching a few things go down. I've been watching a lot of Rascal. I really dig Rascal. He's I like the way he tells a story. He'll tell the same story about four different angles at the same time, and that's what I really like about it because he's really um imaginative about the story. He gives it from the point of view to this to that, and I'll watch and be like, man, that's pretty cool. I've always dug Rascal. Always dug his channel. He needs more recognition than what he gets. hmm I like watching Rascal, and I think every once in a while I watch Gunner. I watch Dubs. Chemo. I don't take sides. I mean, it is what it is. I'm just glad all the attacking people in the chats is gone. That was kind of real childish right there. But yeah, it's hard to watch. Like I watch, I try to watch Flacco's, but just something about having over the phone conversation kind of, I don't know, it sounds distorted. But man, yeah, for sure. Yeah, Chemo's right about it. Every once in a while, I mean, sometimes YouTube gets dry. You know what I mean? Sometimes it gets like, you know, ain't the type for the drama. But yeah, Chemo, you know, I'm not saying I watch him like how I used to. You know, Randy knows what I'm talking about. Yeah, it is. It's cool, but you know, and then the videos Chemo makes, bro. This, you know, it's entertaining. It is super dope. Like I said, he doesn't even say anything, but he puts his cool little music in the background, movie scenes, and then yeah, Sunny. Yeah, Sunny's dope too. Yeah, I like watching Sunny. Sunny's definitely it's like a fart. Poof, and it's gone. No lie, no lie. Randy, you still in Washington State? Because I might be going out to Tacoma. This one guy wants me to go because I was doing a pop up in front of this barber shop, and I was doing the Messy Jesse Philly cheesesteak Indian tacos. Oh, cool. I might be heading out there. Yeah, like I said, to Tacoma. Ah, shit. I'll post on here too. But if you follow me on Facebook or Instagram, there's a barber shop out there in Tacoma. And when I was out here in Yakima doing it, and this is before I got sick. I was doing the Philly cheesesteak Indian tacos, and people are walking up and like I can smell that. I don't know what it is, and yeah, I have to go through my Facebook thing to figure out what the name is. But yeah, they have people are like, man, I don't know what that is. I could smell it, you know. And, I'm grilling up the steak and the bell peppers and putting the cheese, and then people are just like, man, I could smell that. Whatever it is, he goes, I'm gonna buy two of them. So, and then the barbershop owner, he came over and he told me that he makes $700 to $800 a day cutting hair out in Tacoma. I'm like, God, that's awesome, dude. And then he was like, I could only imagine the hungry people inside the barbershop. And he showed me his barbershop, and then he drives all the way from Yakima all the way out to Tacoma every day. Yeah, got my IG. See, Grandpa Richards is farts. Yeah, got my IG or Facebook. Are we? Yeah, add me on there. There's hella Mexican food and growing like crazy. They need some choices, bro. Yeah, for sure. Because I want to get out there. Um, like uh, not this week, but next week. I think we're gonna be heading out there because I have some followers from Tacoma and Oregon, and these people and then the other people they drive like 3 hours to come eat the food. So definitely doing something right when you have somebody people. Yeah, fried bread they will go nuts for. Man, that'd be so dope. I know. I just been sick, and then I'll definitely go live. I definitely got to still get these stories. I'll show the neighborhood where I moved into. Man, so dope. I love the neighborhood I live in, man. It's a big difference, and then seeing the kids just running around the house is a blessing to see them go crazy, have fun, you know, and until it's chore time, then they start getting crazy. I have to get back to work. Stay blessed. Appreciate you, Chris from AZ. Have a good day at work, bro. Have a good one, man. Um, but yeah, it's definitely. Let me see. If anybody wants to jump on, jump on. I got it right there. Plan on doing this for a little bit. But yeah, I'm just out here. Let me see. Plug in my phone. Make sure my phone stays charged. But yeah, there's um there's there's a couple things I'm gonna order today. I'm gonna order the lamb. I have to order lamb. Um, special order. It's crazy. Out there in California was like all over the place. So Or even at that's the one thing I really dug about California too was their Costco business place. You went through. Gotta go to run. All right, Randy, you have a good one. I appreciate you tapping in. So yeah, so I'm gonna order lamb, start doing lamb tacos again. Try them out here. I'm gonna make some soup. What else is getting? Like I said, it's just getting cold, so I'm gonna start doing my stuff, man. Hopefully the catering job comes through. And a lot of people treat. And the thing is a lot of people when they do catering and stuff, man, they're gonna have to respect the fact that I'm a legitimate business and it's hard fucking work that I do. Um, because it's some people that I don't know what they're expecting, but the places that do get catering and they have been getting catering and repeat catering businesses and jobs that I've been doing. Some people hit me up and think that going the cheaper route, they get what they pay for. So I'm gonna not to talk shit or anything, but I'm like the Heisenberger fry bread. So I'm up here. I got competition, and it is what it is. I like to say I don't have competition and stuff like that, but I definitely do my job professionally, safely. And I went to this other person when I showed them, hey, well, how much for 200 Indian tacos? And that's a lot of meat. That's a lot of chili. That's a lot of preparation. That's a lot of tomatoes, cheese, lettuce, plates, knives, forks. Put that into the factor. And this skill that I have to make fried bread, it comes, everything's going to be consistent and persistent all the time. It's going to be the same. Every single time you get it, it's always going to taste the same. And people go a cheaper route and be like, oh, well, they'll be like, okay, so this catering job that they passed up on me when I moved back from California to Washington State, I was like, hey, it's going to be $2,500 for 150 Indian tacos, or I think it was like 200 tacos or something like that. And this place has like thousands, if not millions of dollars. And they're like, okay, well, we're going to go with somebody else this time. So there's somebody on that board. They went at a cheaper route. And so when they went on the cheaper route, they got, not to talk shit, but they got really shitty food. And then at the end, they dumped all their used oil down their toilets. All their used fried bread oil down their toilets. And so when they hired me back for this recent catering job, they're like, hey, the oil, disposable oils in the back here. And I said, yeah, I know where it's at. I said, yeah, that's no problem. And like, you did the powwow, didn't you? Nah. I was like, nah, dude, I didn't do the powwow. I didn't do anything like that, man. So they're like, oh, yeah, it was this other person. Then that's when they told me they dumped all the oil down the toilet. And that's a lot of oil. If you're making 200 fried breads, just imagine all the oil that you have to go through to make that. If they did it properly, but and then yeah, I was like, that wasn't me, and you guys went a different route, and they're like, okay, from now on, we're just gonna go through you. And somebody hit me up for 90 pieces of fried bread the other for the school, which is cool. And then when I sent them the price, and it's a pretty reasonable price too. I didn't add anything else, and they got upset and were like, "Why so much?" I'm like, "You order a whole bunch of them. How much do you think it costs?" It costs okay. So when you come to the food truck, it's $5 the fried bread, right? So when you order 90 of them, and then you have to provide the plates, the the butter, the jelly, and they're like, "Oh, we got to put our own toppings on them." Like, if you're gonna do Indian tacos, that's on you. But I'm just providing the fried bread. That's it. Now, if you want to get Indian tacos, that's a whole different story. That's a whole different price category as well. So, but I appreciate the people that do know and understand how hard it is to make bulk. Man. I appreciate you, Randy. Much love and respect, man. I appreciate you big time. Um, But yeah, so the catering stuff, it's different. Like I try to tell people, like you can go into Safeway. I can go into Safeway right now and go get 150 corn tortillas, and all I gotta do is warm them up and throw some, throw whatever in there. That my stuff is different and unique, and the price is pretty reasonable. It's to knock out. Okay, so to knock out, okay, I timed how much it took to make 75 fried breads for a catering job. Just 75 on at two at a time. I was cooking two fried breads at a time. It took like hour and a half. I didn't rush anything. I made everything perfect. Made because that's the thing. You have to make everything consistent, and you have to. And then with that, it was just you know I appreciate the people that do understand that it takes time. It definitely takes time to be able to get the skills up like that, and you know. So hopefully, the school hired the kid. The other one is the Kennewick. It's way out in Tri Cities, about an hour and a half from where I live. No, it's like 2 hours from where I live. And going out there and doing, I think it was 50 Indian tacos at 12.99 a piece. So that was pretty cool. Um, they didn't bat an eye. They're like, "Oh, whoa, 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 what's going on?" Indian tacos plate size compared to, you know, a traditional Mexican taco. So, but yeah, so shit's been good. It's been going good. It's just a couple people get upset and think that, you know, oh, well, I could go a cheaper route. Go then, see what happens. Like, don't come complaining to me, or you know what I mean? Because there's a lot of shit that they talk about me on Facebook. They'd be like, "Oh no, $10, $12 tacos over here." But there's 12. I go over there. There's 8 of you against me, and I go in my food truck and I'll go in there by myself and sell out every single time at my price and not get a complaint. And people come up like, "Oh, that wasn't even cooked. It was their chili gave me the shits," because they don't even keep it at safe temperatures. When you're cooking chili and all this other stuff, you have to keep it at a certain degree all the time. It's not just warm it up and then, hey, look, the rest of the day it's going to sit there now. But yeah, I don't get on social media. I'm telling you guys, but I get on social media and start blasting them like, "Oh, look, all these people are complaining about this. They didn't do that," and it's childish. There's enough room out here in the world for anybody to come up. Yeah, for sure, man. So no, for sure, man. You can't go out there and you know when they okay. So if they go to Subway, they go and get 90 Subway sandwiches, $20 a piece for fucking trash food, and they'll pay a corporate company no problem, not a bat an eye, and be like, "Oh, okay, here's your money. Here's your goes right here." I'm eating $10 ain't nothing. Fast food meals like 17. I know, right? It's like going to a gourmet restaurant, going to McDonald's now. It's like, man, I can go to Applebee's, same price, and a little bit better quality. Um, it's 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 different. So it's like they won't bat an eye, corporate company, but when it comes to me, I have no problem wheeling and dealing to get the sale, but I'm not going to sell so low to where I'm just doing it for, you know, exercise and like, oh, maybe I just got to work on. No, you're gonna get what you're gonna pay for, and a lot of people think they see me and be like, oh, well, he's not really that governmently. Tyra, what's going on? Dang. Dang, got Tall Rob, got Robert, Big Jug. What's up, man? Man, salute to all you guys, man. That's what's up. So just going through it, and then there's this new one I'm gonna do. I just bought all the stuff for chimichurri. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to Winco out here in Washington and go buy some wild rice, and then I go buy some wild rice, fry bread, wild rice, and with cooked steak, grilled steak on top with chimichurri. I was thinking something like that. Some chimichurri on the side, get some nice little like maybe scallions, something a little decorative, make it look nice and neat. Have it but the wild rice, something I've been thinking about too. And I was like, man, what could? And I was like, okay, so I was making chimichurri for a catering job that I was doing out in California, and I was like, man, what could just certain things will just stick out to me, and it's like, man, well, what can I do with this? What can I do to improve this? And certain stuff I want to add, like there's certain salsas I've been trying to make, and it's good for when you're at home, but when I'm selling it, I want it to have that perfection to where it's like it makes sense. So I'm not gonna put out a plate for sale. Let me see. Oh, dang. All right. I see you, big homie. That's what's up, man. The homie's texting me right now. That's another chef right there, too, man. I appreciate you, homie. Um, but yeah, yeah, I'm gonna have to link up, man. Definitely gonna have to link up if I go out to Tacoma, man. Um, because my health's getting better. I'm at about a good 80% right now. So if I take today and tomorrow off and I just start setting up the food truck, and I have to give a shout out to my son, man, because he's been a rock through this whole thing, and he's been really great. Even when I'm sick, he fucking rocked it out. He cleaned out the food truck like crazy. He helps pack on the stuff, man. Just my health was I had they think a kidney stone passed and it fucked me up. And then since I drank so much, it's not healing properly. And then they said I have quite a bit of liver damage. That I have cirrhosis of the liver. It's crazy. It sucks, and it hurts like when I move around. So um, I don't know what to do. Yeah, they said it because man, I was in and out of the hospital. It was bad. I was like, and they gave me some I don't know if they said it was from drinking. I haven't drank in like 3 years. So they said that I did a lot of damage to the liver and kidney and stuff like that. From man, it was crazy. As much as I drank and as much as it man, I put myself through some shit. The abuse. I think I would have been gone a long time ago if I kept. I probably been, yeah. If I didn't quit 3 years ago, man, I would have been gone because I just knew something wasn't ticking right inside my body. So I was just like, man, it's time to give up. Hang up the fireball and the beer. Yeah, it is what it is. Um, I've been doing a lot of like detox drinks. What was it yesterday? I made what was it? Garlic, red onion, ginger, and turmeric, and I boiled it and made a big old Sleep on your left side. Yeah, for sure. But yeah, after this, it's definitely yeah. I've been using the detox drinks. It says just like a on the video it said like a spoonful a day. I've been drinking that. I just not to lie, I did it yesterday and I drank like a whole cup and I was like, man, this stuff tastes pretty good, man. Yeah, because it does. Yeah, the shit does hurt. Like if I move around like all fucked up, then yeah, I'll definitely get my yeah. But yeah, like I was saying, my kid, he's been rocking out, man. I kind of haven't been giving him the praise I should give him, man. Wasn't for him, the rent would have been paid, and there would have been food in the fridge. Got a my son, he really hustled his ass off, and I'm super proud of him, man. Need to let him know that. Eat and drink some. Yeah, that's what I heard about that too, man. Like a lot of the stuff, like now that I don't know, I've been like on the zucchini, just certain stuff. I definitely cut out a lot of food. A shot of olive oil. It's good for bed. Nice. Yeah, he is. Tell Rob he definitely is. And I got to let go of the past beefs and grudges that I held, and so let him live life, man. Let him live comfortably. I just want when you get at somebody you care about them, you want them to have the best, and you're just like, man, just get back to school. I appreciate you helping out with the food truck, but you know, it's a hard life. Um, it's like he wants to become a journeyman. He wants to learn a trade. I'm like, man, you need to get that education, and then you get federal Pell grants and all this other cool shit. Get paid to go to school and all this other stuff, and get ahead of life, and I to give him praise too. It's like, man, I'm glad you didn't have to wait till you're 30 to find out what's going on in life. And yeah, I definitely have to. Once money's up again, I think I'm gonna take him out to dinner and tell him how proud I am of him because he deserves it. He deserves to. And when I get edibles or anything like that, hey, you want some edibles? He's like, nah, I'm good. He's doing really good, man. I definitely have to stop. Like I said, stop holding a grudge for past fucking beefs. Yeah, yeah. Like you said, he is becoming a really good man, and I'm very proud of him. So just less stress on the very right side. It's supposed to be easier. Yeah, because they thought it was like a pulled muscle at first, and then when they did the CAT scan or whatever, they said they seen the bullet holes in my lungs. And they're like, oh, he's got spots and cancer spots in his lungs. And I was like, are you sure those are? I was like, where are they? Then I showed him. I was like, man, I got shot up. I was like, he's like, oh, okay, never mind. I was like, I don't even smoke cigarettes, bro. That sucks. And so that was when I heard when they were saying I had cancer for like a couple days, and then they checked. And yeah, it's just the bullet holes in my chest. So that's I ain't gonna lie, man. That shit scared the shit out of me. I was like, man. And speaking of that, man, prayers to EBK, bro, and his fight and his battle. Um, I really wish I could have got to meet up with him while I was out there in California. I was offering to come drop off some Indian tacos and some food to him and his family. I was like, man. So it's yeah. So, but with all that going on, and then finally, oh man, I ain't gonna lie, I think I needed that bed rest for like a week. Cause I was always on the go. As soon as I got up, it was hustle time. You know what time it is, man. It's for everybody out here. We all, working a 9 to 5. Doing what we do. Every day's a hustle. Every day's a strive. Every day's a battle. putting up with coworkers, putting up with a fucking shitty ass boss, putting up with the work snitch, and just people want to make your path miserable, and it sucks. It's like, man, and I've been on a couple of interviews. I went to interview with the restaurant the other day, and there was some dude, man, I swear to God, when they hear the name Travis Bob, they're like, they think, you know, white person. I go in, they're like, oh, who's this motherfucker? Um, yeah, I put in for the casino again. I did uh try to apply it back at Walmart. Said I can't apply back till January. I just want to take a break from the food truck. It's a hard life, rough life, but I appreciate everything where it's brought me, to great places, brought me to goals that I've reached and succeeded and surpassed. Um, what else? It's made my grandparents proud, my mother proud, my family, made some family members jealous, but what can you do? Lost friends, jealous friends over. And to be honest, I don't really have extra money. Like I don't like after I'm jealous of them of being able to go to work and come home and have a few extra $100. I don't get that luxury. I don't get that. But I never gave up. You know what I mean? But it's some people have that few extra $100 at the end of the man. I appreciate it. Thank you. And that's something that, proud of you guys too, man. And that's something that you never get to hear too much of when you're an entrepreneur. When you're out there hustling, you grinding, you don't really hear too many people say, "Hey, I'm proud of you, man. You're doing it." Um, and I tend to tell people that too when I see them out there hustling and grinding. Um, even people that are, um, out here that were born into millions and millions of dollars, and they inherited it, but they didn't waste it. They didn't um they didn't blow all the money. Their dad taught them and mom taught them how to keep it going, and that's something to be proud of too, because you know he's out there represent. He owns a gas station, quite a few businesses. Super proud of him, man. He's younger than me, and he's out there doing his damn thing. And he's got his things going, and I'm pretty sure every day's a struggle, whether you're born into millions or you're born like me. That every day's a fight to get ahead. Every day's a struggle. It is what it is, and the cool thing is he don't like come around town like flossing or acting like he's better than anybody. He's a cool dude, man. Paycheck to paycheck is hard. Yeah, for sure. Humble. Gotta stay humble. You just never know. You might get sick and hurt and have to close up your business for a little bit. I'm really glad I didn't have a job, or they would have let me go, and as long as I took about everything. But yeah, I'm excited about the fight. I don't know who you guys got, but I'm going for Mile High Hustle. Uh, it's cool that they were able to work this out. I think Boxer, he's not backing down. There's no way Boxer's backing down, and I don't think they're really. Yeah, I'm going for Mile High. So who you guys going for, Boxer or Mile High? Because I'm going to, like I said, from Colorado, man. I got the Denver Broncos on my hand. The homeboys from North Denver. Um, so two Northerners going at it. It's gonna be entertaining, man. Yeah, there you guys go. So it's gonna be dope, man. It's gonna be Yeah, it's gonna be a cool fight, man. It's definitely, I watched the EBK one, and for I give it up to him, man. Coming out of that chemotherapy and stuff like that, man, and going in there to fight, and that other guy was pretty big, man. That Tony. Oh shit! Our prayers to you, man. Holy shit! I'm sorry. Our prayers to you. So yeah. So it's gonna be a really entertaining fight, man. And then I remember the first time watching the YouTube fight was Gunner and Cholo Trucker. I remember the hype for that. That's when we were on lockdown, and the COVID fight, or the COVID, and there was came into that. But yeah, it was definitely I don't know. I was watching a fight. I thought, all those talks of handball courts and stuff like that. And then watching the fight was like, yeah, dude, you got a little bit of lying going on over here. I didn't see no handball fight. I'm not a professional fighter at all. I could probably I'll get my ass whooped with the boxer. Uh, and I know my fat ass would have got winded quick too. So, but when I was in prison in really good shape, I held my own. Man, that's what's up, man. Yeah, because I remember, yeah, that was like the party channel. I remember seeing you on. It was like everybody was blasting music. Yeah, the YouTube definitely it does help a lot of people. Helps a lot of interactions and stuff like that, man. And yeah, I'll post the location in Tacoma. But yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to coming out there and hanging out, and handling the business out there, man. Because Tacoma, where's another one? There's another place up there too that I wanted to go to. Um, it's on the res up there somewhere. I can't remember. It's by Tacoma. I can't remember. But yeah, I want to go out there and go hustle. I found a food truck connection. I was like, oh my god, this is gonna get me through so much hassle and through so much stuff. So I definitely want to go out there and go do that. Dang, sorry to hear about that. Eh? Oh man. Well, I'm gonna go unload this truck and put my cooking equipment back into the food truck. I didn't clean it out, like I said. Yeah, I think that's what it is. Yep, yep. Um, because they've been hitting me up and, hey, when are you gonna come out here? We're gonna come hustle and all this other stuff. And I was like, man, I do want to go out there. I definitely want to go out there and go hustle. But one day in my neighborhood, they do it all the time. Man, that'd be cool as shit, man. Definitely link up. Definitely hit me up. Um, yeah, if you guys need any catering done, there's somebody from California that hit me up. But I was like, man, you're gonna pay ahead of time. I'm not going out nowhere to do nothing. I'm not wasting my time no more. There's a res across from there or something. And can speak casinos. Yeah, man. I'm spat away, but not really. Oh, okay. Yeah, I know where that is. Cool. And this one, I'll have to check it out. Reservation across from there or something. Yeah. All right. Yeah, because I think it's time to travel, go travel in Washington, I'll say. I'm done with going to California. Um, I'll stay in Washington and get that. What video? What else has been going on YouTube? There, let me see. A lot of the stuff about Diddy. A lot of man. So, how many people do you think is going to get exposed? Neighborhood that has a high class homes. You take the trucks and every day in front of the neighborhood. Nobody pays for catering. They go up. Damn! I'll be what's up, man. I gotta put my hair in a ponytail, man. My shit's getting all like over a year growing that shit. I put my hair in a ponytail and get it braided. And get it braided. My son calls me. He goes, "You know what? You think you're oh yeah, Jay-Z. Yeah, he's been on some real weird shit too, bro. You know, a lot of people look past him and they show like his track record of like really young girls, and you know, a lot of people attack SPM, and you know, rightly so. I don't support SPM or anything that he does. Uh, and it's hard to listen. Like I took all his music off my playlist. It's uh just the thought of the crime he went to prison for, and then you know, and his you know his exposure of him of the stories, like how like the next day, you know, SPM went and ate a bowl of menudo with the kid and the family, and you know, like nothing happened. Oh, we got Shadow Pit. Man, I wonder if they're gonna Jeffrey. What is it, Jeffrey Epstein or whatever his name is? Jeffrey Epstein. Jeffrey Epstein. Wonder if they're gonna do that to him. Put him in a cell, and you know, because I think that dude was gonna tell a lot of stuff, man. And you know, I'm not sad for I'm not sad for what happened to Jeffrey, but I think he was gonna tell a lot of stuff, man. He was gonna, and they knew it too. So I think a lot of powerful people had something happen to him. I got Shadow Pit. I was getting ready to tap out too, but I think I'll just drink another Celsius drink. But let's see. So yeah, a lot of stuff been going on with Jay-Z. Um, who else? I mean, there's a lot of people like that are listed for that party. Yeah, Jeffrey Epstein. I think he's gone, man. He's definitely. But like I said, he was getting ready to tell on a lot of people. Oh yeah, that's another thing too. Is you know people get successful and do all this weird shit, and they definitely like for instance that other kid that just got charged for that murder for hire. What's his name? Lil Durk. Kid was successful, had it made in the shade, and you know understand the street life and stuff. But you know, at some point in time, you have to put your pride, your ego. You got it made, bro. Now look at all the people you went to go impress. They're not going to be there for him. You know what I mean? All these people that they're gonna be, oh, he's a real one, but a real fucking idiot sitting in that prison cell, in a federal prison cell for the rest of his life, and and all those different crews that are inside those federal prisons, and those a lot of them Crips, the California Crips, or whoever else is, when they get on them yards, people know about these prison yards. It doesn't take too much. You just got to watch a few of these other videos of Boxer, Rascal, or anybody else, a Prisoner's Awakening. Watch any of these videos of these California cars that are in the system, in the federal system, and that Quando Rondo, they're part of the 60s Crips or something like that. And, it's definitely, now he's sitting in a cell. Had it, man. I don't even make that much money and I moved to the suburbs. I'm super content with what I have. Like Randy said earlier, humble. You got to stay humble. You got to stay, man. Once you make it to that level, like shit, a lot of us even just, get a good 9 to 5 and, walk away from that type of shit and walk away. And, I'd rather much be out here. Yeah, he's a sucker or whatever. I don't give a fuck what you call me. I'm over here with my kids. I eat what I want. I go out. I go out and hustle. Got to worry about shit. You know what I mean? And to have that type of success, and you know, there's no way. Say, for instance, tomorrow blow up. Oh, Travis made 100 million, got signed, and he's doing fucking this. He's doing that. Ain't no way I'm gonna be like, oh, I'm going right back to the hood. I'm going right back to the, going back to. It's just like fuck that, dude. I'm rocking with everybody that's been rocking with me since I was broke. There's no, hey, what's up? And can I get some money? And definitely not putting myself in the danger of having the rest of my life in a, you know what I mean? So, like I said, he's a real one. He's a real stupid one sitting in the cell right now with all his homeboys telling on him. And his homeboy that got out of prison and wore a wire on him sucks, dude. It's just like, man, stay out of the mix. You make it that far, you work that hard to get out, and then now you're sitting in a federal holding cell. It sucks, dude. You know, and I'm pretty sure he's been involved in it. Could be karma. Who knows? Who knows how it is out there in Chicago? And I have no business speaking on it, but I know as a father's point of view, you gotta love your kids more than you do these streets. You gotta love these kids more than your own life. You gotta, you take that for granted, bro. You get what you get. You put your street values ahead of your kids. I don't know what to say to you, bro. That's just it's a despicable choice to make, man. And and I really don't speak on too much stuff when it comes to the hustle game. Like when it's man, to make it that big, to make, if I had just a smidgen of that success, I don't even look, turn my life around. I don't, it's it's a crazy decisions to make, man. To make it that big and just be like, yeah, yeah, fuck that fool. And oh man, breaks my heart to see people go down that path, stay on that path, become. He was just in the movie Power or the episode. I remember watching Power. Was it the? Was it Power? Yeah, it was Power. And little Dirk was on there. He had a little acting part, and then now sitting in the federal system, and just like how you said about the whole Diddy thing and make that much success and to become a weirdo. Like he's been a weirdo. Like it's fucking crazy. I wonder if they just make so much money they get bored. Dang. Yeah. Dang, dude. It's I guess, it's true what you say, you can't be a half-ass gangster. That definitely when you love something more than yourself, that's what really will keep you going. And I guess you love the streets, the ego, the reputation, the hitter reputation, and you play, you pay. There's no getting around it. I don't want any of that type of drama, any type of stuff, that type of reputation in my life. I don't care about it. I don't respect it. I mean, I respect all the homies that got out of that lifestyle, and that's why I like watching Josh and stuff because he's like, man, the childish, behavior. He goes, you're supposed to be doing that when you're like 14, 15 years old. Kind of, you get out and you kind of grow out of it. You know, hopefully, no disrespect to anybody, but this is just my point of view of when you have kids, man. That's what really focused me on life changes, behavior, and path, and getting full custody of my son, and you know, and thank the Great Spirit, he's still with me. He's getting his life together, and having full custody of him, being a single dad for all them years, and having the family I have now. You gotta love something more than yourself. You can't be selfish because that's man. That's just hard. They're thinking about that. That's just heartbreaking, man. Because a lot of them, because you see the destruction that King Von did, and you know the things he was doing. I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy life, crazy kid, crazy dude, and then Dirk. And I guess I guess gets addicted like anything else. You drop one person, you want to drop the next person. You want to take on the next person, and then if somebody speaks about you, I guess you got to take on that person. That's you got to pick and choose your battles, man. And mine is to stay out here. I haven't been in trouble for a long ass time. But yeah, what else has been? Let's see, the Lil Durk indictment. I see like everybody putting videos out. Now I don't blame them. I watch them. You have something to say about Lil Durk, I'm gonna watch that stuff. It's heartbreaking watching that shit. What else is there? What else has been going on in the YouTube, especially the Yarda? Like I said, it hasn't been too much drama. Um, who's going at it? Who's beef? Oh yeah, Renegade and Dubs going at each other. Well, I think it's just Dubs going after Renegade. And I watch his stuff too. It's all just entertainment. I don't take it for factual factual stuff, man. And it's like I said, YouTube, it's entertaining. My lady always asks, why do you watch these channels? Why do you watch this stuff? I was like, it's entertainment. A lot of people watch the news for political Trump and whoever else, Harris, and uh, I watch the political stuff of GDs versus Vice Lords, Norteños versus Sureños, Crips and Bloods. Just watch the old school stuff. Just watch all the drama, bikers, any type of criminal element. I'll watch, and I'm glad I'm not a part of any of that type of lifestyle. So what's cracking, everybody? What's everybody up to, man? What you guys got going on today? Me, I'm gonna load up my food truck. Not tomorrow, because tomorrow I got the job interview. Um, but I think maybe later tonight I'll go out. Yeah, I already got beans and stuff ready to go. Man, what's cracking in my Lucky Local voting, bro? That's it. That's what's up. Yeah, it's me. People trip out when I tell them, I say, hey, man, I'm nice. Got a 5 minute speech. Actually, you know what? I got paid for a speech. That was the first time I got paid for that. That was pretty cool when they was talking about fried bread. But yeah, getting ready to, and then yeah, man, it's been a minute, bro. It's cracking, Big D. Everybody, I'll give a shout out to Big D, keeping it real, man. Um, yeah, the people trip out when they hit me up. My buddy, he's doing like the poll thing. He's like, hey, man, you want to get so and so in office? Come by and vote. And I tell him, man, I'm not from the United States. I'm from Canada. I have dual citizenship, but I can't vote. I can live here, I can work here, but I can't vote. Like when you see those people at Walmart and they trip out, they're like, hey, can you write this and vote for this person, vote for this, vote this in, and I'm like, man, I'm not from this country, I can't vote. And I speak English, and they're like looking at me like I'm lying. I'm like, I'm from Canada, bro. I can't vote here. Like I can't vote for presidency. And the only time I can is if I take the citizenship test. And there's no way that I'll ever do that. So I'll just be somebody that sits back and relax and don't really get involved in the politics of Democrat, Republican, Green Party, Tea Party, Proud Boys, any of that. Do I have my opinions on it? Fuck yeah, I do. Hell yeah, I do. I got my opinion, but you know, uh, I've been poor when Obama was in office. I was poor when uh, Bush was in office. I was poor when I didn't make it to the United States when was Bill Clinton part of it? Yeah, I'm Canadian, bro. Yeah, I was born in Canada, raised in Colorado. Nice. I appreciate that, man. And our native families. Shout out to the gente. The gente. My southern cousins, man. A lot of people disagree with me when I tell them that. That my southern cousins are family, bro. We're all the same. No clue why it's separated like that, but yeah, we're all indigenous. We're all walk on. We're all wash day. So, well, not all walk on, but wash day, wash day, wash day. Hello, walk on. It's like holy. So no, I'm not holy. But I meant it like in a good term. We're all good. We're all good people. We're all people, man. So you guys like my red and black lumberjack with the hat to match? Brought the '90s, bro. Look at stuff. Miklo is from my barrio. That's even got the Popeye hairdo. Look at that. He's from my barrio. What other ones he got there? What other good ones he got? You're the sucker that does the spider. Oh man. You know what? That's on Hulu still. Fucking awesome movie, bro. That's a movie I can never get sick of. And the punchlines in there, like, ain't nothing like popping a cherry, y'all. Red Rider, your mouth, your mouth. Oh man. And then if you took out any of the characters or any of that punchlines, man, it would take away from the movie so bad. And whoever wrote those fucking lines, they're genius, bro. There's such corny, like when he takes him back to the fucking kitchen thing. Just where you keep all your goodies. Some of them. And the way he looks at Miklo, oh my god, dude, that is just predatory fucking prison. Oh man, that's another thing too, bro. If you're working on a crew with a whole bunch of Chicanos, a bunch of Traviesos, you just got to punch out a couple of. Oh yeah, for sure. You just got to punch out a couple of them blood in, blood out lines, and you're gonna make friends like that. Think I could snap my fingers and the doors fly open? Oh shit! Good times watching that shit. I remember watching that shit. There was this when I was out there in Pueblo, Colorado. There was this dude from Los Angeles. He was a Sereno, and he was my homeboy, bro. And people trip out, see us kicking it together, and they're like, "Man, what the fuck you doing hanging out?" And I'm pretty sure he got the blues too from his homeboys. Like, what the fuck you hanging around him for? But we used to drink beer and smoke fucking dirt weed. We used to drink 40-ounce beers and smoke dirt weed and fucking watch like every other week. Like, hey man, what you up to? Fuck, chill, go hustle. You come over, watch Blood In, Blood Out. We kick back. The lady I was chilling with at the time, just kick back, drink beers, and have a good laugh watching that fucking movie. That Blood In, Blood Out, that's definitely a classic right there. People want to see the 7-hour version. I want to see the bloopers. I want to see the bloopers of Blood In, Blood Out. I want to see the fucking trying to keep a straight face while saying these lines, and that whole because what was it? Miklo said that he kept taking that making him do that part over and over again when he was showing him his tattoo. Hey, look at this. Oh, that's nice, El. That's nice. Fucking grabs a handful of his ass. So is this. So he kept making him do that over and over again, and he was pinching his ass. Oh man, I think the bloopers, the outtakes, like how when you watch that movie Life, and they show the bloopers, like little bits of the bloopers at the end. I think that would have made a perfect outcome. But I think 7-hour version, yeah, that would have been dope. But I think bloopers would have been better. I think the outtakes, the laughs, the taunting. Oh, speaking of Blood In, Blood Out, I still got to do an interview with Cyril Wilson, man. I better hit him up. I better text that fool and tell him, hey, man, dang, that was a cool dude, man. He was like right down the street from where I live too. But I was always taking off from there to San Jose, trying to make it happen out there in California, and it just location, lack of, when you bring somebody out from Washington State to California, you'd think they would, the lies of, oh, there's 17 nightclubs waiting for you to do their catering, I got catering jobs left and right for you, and get out there. Canadian 40 ounces. Great Imperial Courts. No, this is out in Colorado. But yeah, I remember when 40 ounces came to Canada. The Old English and stuff like that. Oh man. And they were still cheap. I think they were like $4, $4 40. Yeah, what the fuck was I thinking drinking Old English malt liquor? Holy shit. That shit would get you tore up from the floor up too. Like a couple of them, you were good to go. For me anyways, when I was a kid. 40 ounce of malt liquor. And we were sporting that shit like crazy too. I remember walking around thinking we're cool as fuck drinking that shit. With my red and black lumberjack with the hat to match. But yeah, that was crazy times, man. But yeah, Blood In, Blood Out's one of my buddies just got out the feds too. And I remember I used to tell him all the time, what about Tinkerbell? And so it got to the point where I'd say, hey, Tinkerbell. And somebody else tried calling him that. They're like, hey, Tinkerbell. Hey, motherfucker, I'll fuck you up. I'll kill you. Don't you ever talk to me like that. He snapped. He went hard on that dude. He's like, I heard him call it. He goes, that's my homie. You, oh, fuck you. I should hit him up about that because he's in the halfway house. I see him out there. He's doing good now. A lot of the old hustlers getting out, man. A few of them got out. Man, I hope they don't go back to hustling, man. He just finished doing like 15, 20 years over hustling, man. And nobody's into what we used to hustle like back in the day. Nobody's into the rocks. Base rocks. Everybody's into that Fetty. That's a horrible fucking poison to push out there, man. There's no way I profit on that, man. That's so many kids in this neighborhood are gone because of that. Like, there's some of them are still around, but you can tell I hope they find their sobriety one day, but it just seems like. Oh shit! My lady just texted. She just did the physical test. She just ran the mile and a half. They do a mile and a half. Now she's doing the written test. Woohoo! Man, that's gonna be dope. If she becomes a Yakima Nation fucking correctional officer, that's gonna be so dope. And hope, become a police officer. I think there's like 5 police officers covering like hundreds of miles of the reservation, and a lot of the stuff went down. Like there's some there was a drive-by a couple days ago, and I think a kid got tagged. But yeah, there's always drive-by. There's always shootings out here on this res. There's, I said a couple years ago, just right over the street, somebody was set on fire over here. Then they found another person over here set on fire, and it's like on this street I fucking live on, bro. So when I moved out of the res into where I'm at, I'm like, man, I have to, like I said, you got to think about them kids. And I kept thinking, I was like, man, and we're out here in a secluded area. The kids go wait for the bus. And I was watching my kids early in the morning when they go out, and it goes over this hill. You can see this truck went over the hill and like kind of slowed down, and my kids got off the road and went behind the fence and closed the fence and locked it. And I was like, man, I'm glad they didn't just, you know what I mean? Somebody could just roll by and try taking them. And now being in the suburbs is a blessing, man. But like I said, my lady, man, that's so dope. That is so dope. Now she's doing the written test. That's about an hour. So maybe I should go get some lunch. Or wait for her to get off and then go get some lunch, celebrate. Go get some Chinese food or something, man. But have a full-blooded Dene Chipaway for my Quebec Mounties ancestors. That's what's up, man. Canadian 40 ounce. Great Imperial Corn. Oh, man. So that's going to be crazy, having a correctional officer wife. That's going to be nuts, ain't it? Maybe interview her. Tell us how it is for the female juvenile inmates. That's where she's applying for. And not too many people want to sign up for that. So, man, I'm glad. Man, that's so cool. I think she got the job. Maybe I could quit the food truck and be a stay at home hubby. No, but shit. Yeah, I appreciate you guys tapping in. I know homegirl was asking about updates of being out the hospital. Holy shit, that shit hurt. My side still kind of hurts, but it's not as bad. But I'm gonna go ahead and tap out. I'm gonna go ahead and drop this stuff out, man. I appreciate you tapping in real quick. You guys have a great day. I'm gonna start uploading more videos, do more lives, do more stuff, interact, just hang out, just kick it, man. Robert, Big D, let's see, Randy. Who else you got up in here? Tal Rob was up in this mother trucker. Let's see. Big Chains, yeah, that's the homie. I got Robert, Chris from AZ, had to go back to work. Let's see. Johnny DeFoya, definitely appreciate you, man. You guys have a great one. I'm gonna go ahead and tap out, man. Go ahead and hit them likes. I'll be getting the algorithm. Let's get the battleground. There's the YouTube Yarda, and you're over here on the battlegrounds with your boy, Native American brother, out here representing for the people, for the cause of greatness, of being able to do things, uh, even when you're down. I want to break barriers for the Native Americans. I want to show people that it can be done. I wanted to introduce you to our Native American soul food and to our culture and to our beliefs. Not all of it has to be prison um, or gangs. I want to talk about the growth and opportunities we do have in our community. I want to bring awareness of teenagers in this community, and any Native American community seems the highest of unaliving themselves. There are certain topics I'm going to bring up: awareness of missing and murdered Indigenous women and people, the people that are still missing, people from our neighborhood, family members, uh, friends of friends, people of this community, and surrounded communities of the missing and murdered Indigenous women and people. I appreciate you guys tapping in. I'm going to do more stuff about not just me, but about the surrounding communities and how it affects us and how it affects and bring awareness that, get rid of the stereotypes. There is some bad apples in every community and every culture, so it can't be just the stereotypes that you go off of. The difference between, open racism and, just awareness of, you know, just to have respect for some of your native brothers, man. Your native brothers and sisters, because I definitely respect you guys. I respect your cultures, respect your walks of life. I respect your, uh, whatever you come from, man. I respect it, you know, and I definitely want to bring more awareness of the native community, what it is to like to grow up on the reservation, what it is to grow up on the reservation, and what it was like growing up in the barrio. You know what I mean? The two different worlds that they say are different, which isn't true, is pretty much the same thing. The cultures of the Mexicanos or gente, the um, of Native Americans to us, the differences, and I don't see none. We're both warriors. We're both proud of where we come from. Obviously here in this part of the world over here, this is ours before the conquistadors and all this other stuff that went on. And I seen something on. I used to follow this person, and everybody's entitled to their opinion, but I'm not going to sit there and make videos of him disrespecting him because of what he believes in, what he feels comfortable exposing his beliefs. Just because I don't agree doesn't mean that he's wrong. The way you word things, the way I respect you, homie, and I respect a lot of these other people, but I'm not going to put up with um, blatant disrespect like that. I mean, to I seen him come on his stuff, and it was a Columbus Day thing he was talking about, and then he was talking about like how it's just like what, fuck Columbus and all this other stuff. That's how I feel, and just because you support him don't mean it's wrong. But I'm not going to follow you and hear you talk shit about Native Americans and how he was at that time he was right, and the dude's a known um, child trafficker at that time, and just it's a lot of sick stuff that this person's done. And to sit there and take pride in genocide, I can't support that and won't support that. That's one thing I won't put up with, is just blatant disrespect. And like I said, I'm not going to make a whole video about it of him. You know, like I said, he's not wrong. If that's what he wants to take pride in, I just don't support it. And And the easiest way to get over something like that of something you don't like is I don't watch. If I don't support you, you won't see me in the chats. You won't see me in the, you know what I mean? You won't see me. Hey, what's up, everybody? And no, I stopped. As soon as I seen that, unsubscribed, turned it off. It's like fuck that and fuck him. And and it's and it takes a lot for me to get pissed off that way. You know what I mean? But that's why I want to bring awareness of what will trigger your coworkers if you're not familiar with your with Native Americans, because it is a touchy subject, because we survived genocide, we survived slavery, we survived all this stuff, we survived having the land stolen, speaking English to um, boarding schools and forced religions and just all this stuff. And it is a touchy subject because we are still here. We are still a strong nation. We're still proud people, and I accept anybody that supports us. Like support, it doesn't matter what color, race, walk of life you are, what your sexuality is, they were all good people. We may not agree upon what other person does, as long as it's not harming children, innocent people, then yeah, then I have no problem supporting people's walks of life, what they believe in. I have plenty of Native Americans that go to church. Just because I don't doesn't make me a bad person. And just because you go to church doesn't make you a good person to fucking look down on me. So when I go to Sweat Lodge, I pray for you and I pray for others. I pray for strangers, for all walks of life. And, I don't think I'm better than anybody else. No, I'm not better than anybody else. And we all bring something special to the table. And that's something that we have to embrace. And I have to bring more to the channel. And, prison stories is cool here and there. But, at the end of the day, we're out of it. I don't want to rehash some days. I don't want to, um, because with me, I regret everything. I regret not being there for my son's birth, not protecting him when somebody was injuring him, not protecting him when he needed shelter, when he needed clothes, when he needed food. I wasn't there for my children when, it's a bad part of life. And it's Bishop Barber, Doris Harris. And it's so that's what the whole channel is based on. And then, I want to get other people, if Robert wants to jump on, anybody else, that want to talk about Native American cultures and how they feel, because what I believe in, a lot of people don't. A lot of people don't support me because I believe in that we are Oyate, all people, that we're all on from North America up and down. People are talking about, like, saying that we're not indigenous when we are. We were all, conquered people at the end of the day. But we're still here. We're still striving. We're still strong. We're still getting educated. We got to, it's a tragedy. The history is a tragedy. I don't have to relive it. I don't have to, but I want to bring awareness of it. I'm not living in them days. Um, a lot of my ancestors have, and going through boarding schools. They're like, hey, get over it. No, that just happened. The last one was with my mom. You know, my grandmother, my great grandmother. A lot of that boarding schools and kids coming up missing and being buried next to the schools, and that stuff ain't right, man. And I just want to bring awareness to that type of stuff when you come to my channel. Um, there's more. That's why I'm so passionate. Why I'm gonna, work cooking fry bread till I keel over, pushing my product, pushing my my food, Native American soul food. It's a part of me. It's a part of my culture. It's a part of being able to live. When you eat my food, you're able to live that day when I go over to my grandmother's house and fresh fry bread would be made right there in the house. You come over for dinner. You come over to my mom's house. Fried bread would be there. Dinner time. It'd be once a month, twice a month, because fried bread it's beautiful food, but it'll stay lingering in your house forever. That's why nobody ever wants to cook it. That's why it's, oh my God, you're open. Because nobody wants. I come home, I smell like a fucking donut. My hair smells like fucking like fried bread, and car smells like fried bread. But this is what I want to do about the channel. This is what I want to bring forth. I want to have open conversations with people. I need to get more active with the channel because a lot of people think there's separation between us when there isn't. Uh, and I appreciate the gente that does accept us and you know, know that they are us. We're them, we're us. You know what I mean? We've been like that, since the beginning of time. We've been here. There's no crossing the Bering Strait. No, we've been here. This is us. Um, and like I said, I have family members that disagree with me. They're like, "Oh, they're not part of us. We're not." And but I'd have that lingo and be like, "What's up, Holmes? What's up?" Certain stuff. People like, man, why are you acting Mexican? Like, I tell people all the time, I got brown washed. I was raised in the barrio. I was raised with homies out there. I was embraced. I was respected and loved in the barrio. You know what I mean? And don't get me wrong, I'm still res. Um, but there's certain, you know, we got to embrace who we are, know where we came from, and know that we are as one. And red and brown. It's always been indigenous before any of the colonization and words. And this part, it's always probably been southern parts, and up here, um, we survive and adapt to what we know. Like that. That's why I'm going to bring awareness of like how my people came and what we survived on since the beginning of time. And there's certain stuff I'm going to get into too, because as I've moved from north to south and start talking about the Dene, or start talking about the like right here, the Dene, the Chippewan from Quebec, the uh, they still have Dene in Canada, and they got Dene in Arizona, Navajos, and they have the same diet, they have the same language and the same, just different dialects. And they have the same language, and being able to go for the Trail of Tears on down, just anything about the history of what and how we survived. And then there's me explaining what fry bread is. Why is it such a universal food for Native Americans? With the Trail of Tears, with the Navajo woman that made fry bread, and then spread like wildfire the recipe, and that's what kept my people alive through what we call now the reservations, the POW camps. And a lot of people have the discomfort of leaving the res. Like, I left the res. Now I'm with my lady, and we're living on we lived on the Yakima Nation reservation, and it's you know um, there's a lot of different things that we can go through. Oh man, I got the fry bread chin, no greasy fry bread face. See, just certain, and when you're dirt poor and you don't have nothing on the reservation, the one thing they could never take from us is our sense of humor. And it's embracing the tragedies. It's embracing, some people take it as embarrassment of what our people went through. And I embrace it and know that we're strong people. We're a strong nation, and they're breaking these barriers of these stories of alcoholism. And and people would say the most confusing day on the res was Father's Day. Which is sad tragedy, which basically pretty much is because I knew a lot of homies growing up on the res that didn't know who their pops were, or you know, I don't know what it was about the '70s where it was taboo for a man to be a single father or to have his kids with him, and I don't know what it was, man, because that's how my dad was, you know, and so we barely have a relationship now, and it's I don't know what happened. But you see a lot of that has changed. A lot of us that grew up without our parents or fathers are now. A lot of my friends are single parents. A lot of people, you know, are family men and wonderful dads that never knew what it was to have a dad are now like one of the greatest dads ever to be able to embrace their kids and stepkids and you know and you see a lot of that like a lot of us that didn't grow up with with their folks are now in it. Father's Day. Yeah, but it was other because we'd other because I remember we used to tell each because honestly we didn't even know like Father's Day when we were kids. Like a lot of the people that we grew up together on the res, hey, happy sorry bastards. You know, just the sense of humor that you had to have on the res because you know the res is a hard place too, man. And that's why I want to talk about on the channel too. Is you know, growing up, some people are too native. Some people get beat up because they're half native, and some people get beat up on the res because they're not native. And it's a weird environment, but that's just how it is. I know it's universal because when I talk to other people from the res and behind the scenes, we talk about like, you know, did you have it hard because you got a Mexican last name? Like, yeah, I used to get the shit kicked out of me because I was like, you know, just certain shit if you weren't. And I don't know if it's like that anymore. I think there's more tolerance, there's more openness, and there's that agenda's not being pushed like how it was back in the day. Because I remember like even adults fighting over it, and oh that motherfucker, he ain't even this, and he's an islander, and you know people that were half Hawaiian or whatever used to call them pineapples and all this like derogatory shit and be ignorant. You know what I mean? So it was like certain stuff. Like I said, I'll do more videos on it, man, and I appreciate you guys tapping in and listening to me ramble for the last little bit. But it's like I said, it's there's something I'm passionate about, something I'm learning along the ways. That's the reason why I stopped shaving my head and start growing my hair because they're gonna bury me in my braids, bro. That's I'm not cutting my hair no more after the learning that they would they cut our hair and they cut our hair, wash our mouth out with soap for speaking Native American language, and then they give us prayer cards of Jesus with long hair, saying that's the Holy Spirit and a good person and stuff. And it's just like, man, you know, a lot of people are saying, you know, my hair was long, man. What the hell? This is, you know, you take pride in it. You take, you know, so I'll be like that guy off of the creep show. Long hair, man, giving me power. No, just kidding. You know, there's a lot of you know touchy subjects I'm going to talk about with my page, but I just want the whether it's good or bad, you know, whether you agree or not, you know, everybody's entitled to their opinion. I'm not blocking nobody. You know, even trolls been pretty cool. They'd call. They're not even really trolls. They're just people that will call you on your shit. You know, if you're out there funking and acting a certain way and they see through it, and then people are gonna call you on it, man. You know, people will, you know, we'll call you on your stuff. You're out here acting super thugged out, then they're gonna be like, you know what, dude, check this out. But I appreciate it because they called me being real respectful, man. And I respect and just because I watch somebody's channel doesn't mean that I'm gonna go to war for them and start talking smack to people. And there you go, there's my hair tie. But yeah, I'm super excited about the YouTube channel, and being able to express how I feel and what I feel. And I think I'm gonna start like a fried bread Friday or something. Would you guys be interested in that, man? Some fried bread Friday. Start cooking up some fried bread and showing what I could do in the kitchen. Throw it down. Go do a live and man, show you my culture. Show you the soul food that I'm. And then most of the stuff on my menu all came from just imagining shit. Like, well, how can I make this better? How can I make this taste? What would bring more people if I made it with like a strawberry shortcake? What is it that nobody's doing around here? Fried bread burgers, stuffed fried bread burgers, res dogs. Um, just certain shit like salmon patty burgers. I did that for a minute. Um, like the new one I was talking about. I'm gonna go buy some steak today. Make some fried bread. Get some wild rice. Cook that up. Put the wild rice on top. Cook the steak. Cut it up. Put it on. Put some chimichurri on it, and then you know, make it look nice, make it look good, make it taste delicious. I'm gonna grill the steaks. I bought a pizza oven, and it turns into a pizza oven, griddle, and grill. So there's certain stuff I'm gonna get on there, get things going. Um, God damn, my side's fucking hurting again. Whew. Yeah, so glad I'm not jump. I probably might jump back in the food truck tonight or today because it's only 10:45. By the time I get everything going, I should be out and ready about 3 o'clock today. So your boy Lucky Loco, if you're out here in the Yakima area, come get you Indian taco. I'm gonna be out hustling. Um, so I gotta make some moolah. The catering job I did, they haven't called yet. So you know what, I'm gonna call them and see what's going on with my money, man. What's up with that? What's that lady's number? I know she gave it to me yesterday. I think that's it. Cool. Call, be like, man, where's my paycheck? I want my paycheck. Why you making me wait for stuff that I cooked like fucking a week ago, man? That's the reservation for you, man. The people out there taking forever to write my checks. Making you boy Lucky Loco, man. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, man. Well, I appreciate you guys, man. I'm going to go ahead and load this food truck up and get it cracking. I was about to tap out, but then I started getting into my warrior mode, started getting into my revolutionary Native American talk. Yeah, man, I appreciate you, man. It's been quite a journey, man. I love and respect all you guys, man. You guys have a great day, and let's get it cracking, man. I'll start doing more lives. I'll probably do a live while I'm out in the food truck. See if you guys want to come through, get some food. All right, guys, I'm gonna tap out. Much love and respect.